Okay, so since it isn't quite stock, I'm going to take you on a quick tour around the engine bay here. So obviously with the move to micro squirt, to electronic fuel injection, I ended up using a lot of standard kind of common GM and other kind of parts for the micro squirt system. There's your idle air temperature valve is a GM part of some sort. The map sensor is a GM part. There's also a secondary one for barometric compensation that needs to remain open. Also a GM part. That I believe is the Volvo throttle position sensor, and underneath it there's I want to say it's a Ford Mustang idle air control sensor. The actual intake manifold is from a Bosch Jetronic along with the crossover pipe, and then this takes it all to a custom intake down here. In order to get the air conditioning working, I needed an electric fan, so I replaced the stock fan with this Spal electric fan. It's actually controlled two ways, both by that sensor you see down there on the radiator, as well as the trinary switch for the air conditioning system. Let's go around the other side and look at that. So the actual mount for the compressor is standard Bosch Jetronic Botronic series mount, so it's just as sturdy as it would be in like a 80s or 90s Spider. You can see there is no distributor anymore. It's now using a distributorless wasted spark ignition. If you can't see in there, the actual pulley that I'm using, I'm going to go around the other side in a minute here. The pulley is from a 1990 Spider, which was the one year that had kind of the Motronic ignition but didn't have a serpentine belt drive. All of this on this side is primarily just Bosch Electronic with the plenum and all that. All of the connectors are GM style waterproof connectors, which I've tried to be pretty solid about. That's a Dodge wasted spark coil, and there's the Ford EDIS ignition control system. Move back over to this side one more time. There's a little bit better look at the crank pulley. So you can see it's got the two-piece pulley for the power for the air conditioning, as well as I had the other part of the pulley machined with a toothed wheel pressed on there. The crank position sensor is out of I want to say a Ford Contour, and it fits pretty well in there with the Bosch Motronic style front cover and the mount and all that kind of stuff. So